Hello everyone. In this series of lecture, we will be learning features of ZAP scanning proxy tool, which is daily used by pentesters. I know we all are addicted to use Burpsuite, and this addiction is forcing us to use insecure cracked applications. Motive of these lectures is to spread awareness regarding the features which are similar to Burpsuite. I know Burpsuite is a powerful tool, but not everyone can afford it in initial stage. So instead of using alternatives, we are switching to use cracked Burpsuite applications. If we look at the scenario, then it's a loss on both the side. On application side, we are not supporting the hard work of Burpsuite developers by not paying what they deserve, and on our side, we are compromising the system security. Working in IT security field, we suggest others not to use cracked applications, and then we are the ones who are using it. So here, I am introducing ZAP. ZAP is an open source tool which is a part of OWASP, that is, Open Web Application Security Project. The international developers team helping continuously to develop this tool, and it is open source and free just like Linux. If you are a developer, you can also contribute to it. You will find all the details on this page, like link to homepage, Twitter handle, blog, and much more. The best part of is that you will get quick updates, and it also provides the features which are only available in Burpsuite Professional Edition. So without wasting our time, let's get started with the installation. Hello everyone. In this lecture, I will be showing you how to install ZAP application on Linux machine. Open your browser and go to this link zap.proxy.org. Click on download ZAP and download Linux installer. Save this file. Once the file got downloaded, you will find the file inside the download folder, this one. Now to install this, we have to give executive permission. So open your terminal and go to downloads. So when you will download this file, this text will appear in white. That means the file doesn't have executive permission. For that you have to give the executive permission. To give the executive permission, type this command chmod space o plus x space file name. Now to check that the file successfully got us executive permission or not, again type ls, and you will find this file name appears in green. That means it got successfully provided with the executive permission. Now to install, type this command dot slash and the file name. So installation will get started. Click on next. Click on finish, and our application has been successfully installed. Now you can close this terminal. Go to applications, and you will find OWASP ZAP inside the web application analysis. Open that one. So our application has been successfully installed. Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will learn how to update OWASP ZAP proxy tool in Kali Linux. Now, if you will install the latest version of Kali Linux, then OWASP ZAP proxy tool is by default installed on the system. But to get the latest feature of this tool, you need to update it. Now, updating ZAP proxy tool inside the Kali, it's a bit tricky, but no need to worry. Just follow the steps what I'm doing. Open your browser and again search for zap proxy org. You will find the zap, which is the first option. Click on that. Click on download zap. Now you can see the standard version is 2.8.0. Okay, you need to download the Linux package. Now previously we have downloaded the installer. Now we are downloading the Linux package, which is a zip file. Okay, click on download, save the file. So I have already downloaded the file, so I'm skipping this file will get downloaded inside the downloads. Click on places and open downloads. You'll find the zip file inside the download. You simply need to extract this file. To extract it, select the file, right click on it and open with the archive manager. You will find the extract option here. Click on extract and I want to extract inside the download. Now simply click the extract at when and it will do the work. Okay, click on close this tab and you can find the folder over here. Now open the computer. Inside the computer you will find the user folder, which is USR. Okay, double click on that. Inside that folder you will find the folder name share. Again double click on that. Now you have to search for zap proxy, ZAPPROXY. Mind the spelling here. Okay, ZAPPROXY. You will find the first folder, which contains around 13 items. Might be different on your version. Okay, double click on that. Sorry. Open this folder. Now what you have to do, go to downloads. Okay, go to the folder we have extracted, that is zap 2.8.0. Select all this file and copy. Now you have to paste that file inside that zap proxy folder. Okay, let me open the folder. So this is the zap proxy folder. Inside user, share, and this zap proxy, right? So you need to select all the file, and I will sorry I will control A and control V. Okay, click on the apply this action and click on the merge. Again apply the action to all the files and folders and replace. So once the files got downloaded, okay, says the copied 1 to 1 files to zap proxy, our work has been done. You can simply open the zap proxy from web application and you will find the OWASP zap. Okay, it will take some time for the first time because it is executing the latest version, so you need to wait here. So you can see we got the 2.8.0 version of OWASP zap. You can also open it from terminal. Suppose if you don't find this app option inside the web application, then you can simply open the terminal and type zap proxy and simply hit the enter. Okay, so it will execute the application. You can simply minimize this terminal. If you will close it, then your application also got closed. Okay, so you need to minimize the terminal. So that's it. We have learned how we can update the zap application inside the Kali Linux. Hello everyone. In this lecture we will be installing zap proxy on Windows. The process is quite similar to every other process. Simply open your browser and search for zap proxy org. You'll find the first link over here. Okay, click on that. Click on download. And I want to clear out here that while making this course, Zap released a standard version, updated version, that is 2.8.0. So based on the version of based on the type of the operating system, you can download the installer file for Windows. To check whether your system is 64 or 32-bit, you can simply search for run, hit enter, and type exdiag and click on OK. So you will get this box. Okay, inside the operating system you will find what operating system you got. If it's 64-bit at the last, then your system is 64-bit. If anything else is written over here, then that means that your operating system is 32-bit. Okay, based on that you can download the installer file. Okay, let me close this one. So click on the download, save the file. Once the file got downloaded, open the file. So you can see the setup has been started. Click on next, select I accept, click on next, standard installation, next, install. So the installation has been successfully completed. Click on finish and you can find Zap, you can find OWASP. Okay, you can find under the OWASP the Zap. You click on that. As you can see, our application has been successfully installed on Windows. Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will have an overview of Zap application. Moving on to our first option, that is file, you can find the options like new session. You can start a new session from here, or you can open the previously saved session, or by using the persist session, you can save the current running session. Inside the edit, you will find Zap mode, which contains different type of modes like safe mode, protect mode, standard mode, attack modes. You can try on different web applications while you are testing it. Moving on to the view, you will find show tab option. You can add different type of tabs from here which will appear here. Like if I will click on the fuzzer tab, you can see the fuzzer tab has been added over here. If you want to view all the tabs, you can simply click on the show all tabs and you will find all the tabs are listed here, like Ajax Spider, Active Scan, and so on. Moving on to the RIP analyze, you will find the scan policy manager here. If you click on the scan policy manager, you will find that there is a default policy, but you can customize your policy, scan policy, where you can set the different type of parameters like threshold, strength, and quality of the vulnerability scanning while you are conducting an automated scan on web application. You can save this scan policy for using it on different web applications. Moving on to the report, you will find different options here like generate HTML reports, XML reports, markdown, JSON reports, and much more options. Inside the tools, you will find different type of tools like fuzz, Ajax Spider, Active Scan, encoder, decoder, hash, and so on. If you look at here, you will find different type of tab views which you can set depending on which type of tab you prefer, like this one. This is the default one, and this one. Now if we talk about the Burpsuite marketplace, from where we can add the additional add-ons, just like that, Zap also has a marketplace from where you can add additional add-ons. If you click on this, you will find this three color option. Just click on that and you will find this pop-up will appear. You will find two tabs over here, that is installed and marketplace. Inside the install, you will find the add-ons which are already installed on this application. Inside the marketplace, you will find the add-ons which are available for you and you can add or install it to your application. Like we have the Vaporizer option here. Simply tick mark that and click on install. As you can see, our installation has been completed. Click on the installed and you can find the Weaponizer add-on has been successfully added. You can find this tab inside the view and the show tab that we have. This Weaponizer tab has been added here. If you click, this tab will appear here. So this was the quick overview of the application. Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will be setting up proxy to the Zap application, and also we will see how we can add additional proxy to it. By default, in the Zap application, the localhost proxy has been set up. So all we need to do is to set up proxy in our browser. Open your browser, go to preferences, scroll down, you will find network proxy, click on settings, click on manual proxy configuration and set localhost proxy over here. And the port number 8080. Click on OK and our proxy has been set up. You can see the application is capturing the request. Now, if you want to add additional proxy, then click on Tools, click on Option. Now, from this list, find out Local Proxy and you will find the option to add additional proxy over here. You can see by default the local proxy is set up with the localhost, or you will find this IP over here. You can add additional proxies by clicking on Add button and you can type proxy and the port number, or you can select options given here. So you can see additional proxy has been set up. If you want to delete these additional proxies, then simply select this one and click on remove, and you can delete additional proxies by following these steps. So this was it for this video. We have successfully configured our proxy with the Zap application. Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will be installing the trust certificate from the Zap application to our browser, and further we will be looking at the interception option by which we can intercept the request from the browser. Okay. So to first get the trust certificate, click on the tools, go to options and look for dynamic SSL certificates. Click on the dynamic SSL certificates. Now click on generate, click on yes and save this certificate. You can see our certificate has been successfully saved on the desktop. Click on OK. So now next thing, we will be installing this certificate on our browser. Okay, so open your browser. So I have already opened the preferences. You can simply go to these three lines in the corner and click the preferences. and select the privacy and security, scroll down and look for the certificate. So under the certificates, click on the view certificates, click on import, and from the desktop select the certification file we have just downloaded. Now select this both the option, click on OK, and our certificate has been successfully imported. To check, search for OWASP. Okay, okay, so you can see OWASP root certificate, and our certificate has been successfully imported to the browser. Now click on OK. Now you need to change a small thing from the proxy. Go to general, scroll down to the networks proxy and click on settings. Click on manual proxy and you will find the option that use this proxy server for all the protocols. Okay, as we have installed the SSL proxy certificate, okay, so we need to select this option. Okay, if you will not do this task, then you will get an error while opening the Zap application that proxy is refusing the request. Okay, so you need to do this step. Okay, so finally we have selected the manual proxy and we have tick mark this option. That's it. Now we will be intercepting the request from the browser, but first let us look at the interception option. If we look at the second line, which contains all the tab view options, you will find an round button which is in green. This button in green indicates that interception is off and all the requests coming from the browser are allowed to pass. Okay, if we open a website inside a browser, you can see the website has been successfully loaded. And if we look at the Zap application, you can see that the domain has the all the requests coming from this website has been captured here and they are allowed to pass. Okay, so basically there are three options. Okay, one is the round button, uh, another is the play, it's like a music player options like play and pause and the play. Okay, so if you need to intercept a request, right, we get the post request, so we need to change we need to modify the request. So if we need to intercept this request, just simply click on the green button and it will turn into red. Red indicates that interception is on and uh, request coming from the browser will be blocked here. Okay, if let me search here, say hello. Okay, so it's not visible, but you can see I have typed the hello and click on the go button. So as you can see, the Zap application has been popped up and the request has been successfully blocked here, so that we can, or we can say the intercepted here. We can change the parameters. So you can see the blue and green are the parameters going for the post request. In addition, I would like to add that you can change the style. Okay, from here to get the another style which looks like this, but I would prefer the default one. I will change hello 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and simply click on the third option which looks like a play button. That means it will allow all the rest of the coming request to pass. Okay, that means the interception is off. If you look at the web application website, We can see our modification has been successfully implemented and the request has been passed with the modification. You can see that hello 1234 here. Okay, so this was for the interception. Now again, if you want to intercept the request one by one, then what you can do, I can say, let us again intercept the request. Okay, let me turn on the interception, so it's in green. If I will click, it will turn red. Okay, that means that the interception is on. Now I will simply search for test again. See, it's intercepting the request. Okay, let me turn it on again and test again, or anything else. Okay, let me click on the go, and you can see it has, let's see. Okay, so it has already intercepted a request. So what if you want to pass the upcoming the request which are coming after the our main request, you want to intercept all the requests one by one, then you can click on the second option, that is this one. Okay, what it will do, it will pass the request, all the requests which are coming from the browser one by one. Okay, so here is the request we have captured. If we click on this, it will pass that request and again intercept the coming request. Okay, like you have seen, and it will show the what the response it has got. Again, if we click on this button, it will intercept the coming request, and next it will show the response again. So it's it is blocking all the requests one by one, right? Now if you want to simply pass on, you have modified the request and simply pass on the request, then you can simply click on the third option, that is like a play button. What it will do, it will turn off the interception and will allow the request to pass, simply like this. So this was it for this video. We have installed the certification and also we have looked at the interception options. Hello everyone, in this lecture we will be looking at two very useful features of the Zap application. One is the fuzzer. Fuzzer is similar to the intruder function we are getting in the Burpsuite application. Now we are using the intruder function for brute forcing attacks, for brute forcing directories, for brute forcing login forms, brute forcing local file inclusions, and so on. Another function is the CSRF POC generation. Okay, this function is only available inside the Burpsuite Pro edition, but this function is also available inside Zap application. Here in the Zap application, this function is known as anti-CSRF form generation. So let's get started with the lecture, and we will be looking at the first tool. I have already set my browser proxy to the Zap application. Okay, and we will be using the damn vulnerable application for testing the fuzzer tool. Okay, and we will be testing for file inclusion, local file inclusion. Okay, so you can see here the link, and we will be testing this parameter for file inclusion. Okay, let me refresh this page so that we can get our link inside the app. Okay, so let me click on this and the VWA vulnerabilities, and we got, yes, this is the link. So you can see our link here. Okay, we got the page parameter and the value is include.php. So to first this request, just right click and you will find the option fuzz. Okay, click on the fuzz and you will see that the fuzzer pop-up box will be appear. Click on the remove, and we will be selecting the uh, place we want to brute force. Okay, so we will be brute forcing the value of the page. Okay, so select this one and add. So a new box will be pop up and it will ask for the payloads. Okay, you can add payloads using the text file. Okay, click on the add and type of the payload, select file. Now you'll get the option to select the file. Click on select, and I will be selecting the file that is available on my desktop, that is LFI path to test. Okay, now you can also define what number of payloads you want to test. If you want to test all the payloads available inside the file, you can also do that. But if you want to test limited, then click on the limit, and I will be testing only first 100. Okay, and I will click on the add. So you can see our first parameter for the fuzzing has been set up, and we will be clicking on OK. So you can see here our the location of the fuzzer has been added. Okay, to start the fuzz, click on the start fuzzer. Okay, you will see the fuzzer add-on tab will be added here, and it will fuzz for the 100 first 100 payloads. Now to detect the payloads which are successfully got executed, we have to see the size of the response. Okay, we are checking LFI by response size we are getting. Okay, so here you can see we have different number of page side. So this is the common, that is 3635 bytes. Okay, let me click on that, and I will right click on that, and I will click on open and resend to request editor, and then I will click on the send button. So here we are not getting any execution. Okay, so this payload is not getting executed. Okay, let us look at the another request, that is 4508 bytes. Okay, let me select this one, and I will again send it to editor and click on send. Okay, so you can see this LFI location is successfully getting executed. You can see inside the response tab. Okay, similarly you can find for another greater size request, that is 5105 bytes. Again select this request and click on right click and send it to editor. Again click on send, and you can see this request is also getting executed. So in this way we can use the fuzzer tool for brute forcing directories and other testing other vulnerabilities which are related to brute forcing attacks. Okay, now let us move on to the another function, that is PSRF POC function. Okay, proof of concept function. Now the CSRF POC function is only available for the post request, and not for the get in the Zap application, because for the get request we can simply send the link, and we can execute, or we can say that we can exploit the vulnerabilities. But for the post we can use the function known as generate anti-CSRF test form. Okay, so let me go back to TVWA, and we will be testing for stored accesses. So here I will be giving hello and the message test for CSRF C. Okay, and I will click on the signed guest book. So let us find the request. So you can see that our request is here inside the history tab. So this is the post request. Inside the post request, if you right click on this request, you will find the generate anti CSRF form. Okay, once you click, it will automatically generate a form for you. So this form, you can save this form as an HTML code also by right click on this page and click on view page source. You will find the HTML code. Just select the HTML code and copy it. Now close this one, and you can also save this file by opening leafpad or notepad. Right click and paste it. You can change it here, the parameters. Okay, and you can save this form as an POC for CSRF. I'll be saving it on desktop. Let me give it csrf.html. Okay, so this is similar like we are generating CSRF code inside the Burpsuite, and then we are used to copy the HTML code. So here is the code, and you can simply double click on it and it will get executed. Here is the text name hey, and the I will click on the submit, and let's look at our CSRF form successfully get executed. And this is the test for CSRF POC. So in this lecture, we have looked at the intruder function of the Burpsuite, which is known as a fuzzer in the Zap application, and we have looked at the CSRF POC function, by which we can generate the CSRF POCs using the Zap application, which is only available in the Burpsuite Pro edition. Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will be having a demo by using Zap application for finding vulnerabilities, and have a look how can a pentester use this application for finding vulnerabilities in daily life. So for the testing purpose, I have already set up the proxy to the Zap application, and we will be using this test website for finding the XSS vulnerability. Okay, so let me refresh the link so that we can get the website domain inside this app application. So you can find we have already got this domain. Okay, for quick, or I can say I want to test this application in offensive manner, I want different parameters available inside the URL to test for the XSS vulnerability. Okay, so to get these different type of parameters available uh, in this application, what I will do, I will use the spider option available inside this app. To spider this domain, I will simply right click on this one, and inside the attack you will find the attack on the top, and inside the attack you will find the spider option. Just click on the spider and a box will be pop up. Inside the advanced, you will find the different type of options you can select, like how much depth of crawl you want. By default it is set to file pi, so I'm not changing anything here. and simply starting the scanning. Okay, so I will click on the start scan, and you can see a tab has been added, which is spider. Okay, and you can see the different type of links which are available inside the web application are getting listed over here. As the web application is for testing purpose, our spidering has been finished in no time. Okay, well, it depends on the how much big is the website you are testing. Okay, how much domains are there. Based on that, the spidering time will be uh, depend. Okay, so to find the different type of parameters, the option is available here. What I will do, I will click on the view, and I will click on show all tabs. You can see different type of tabs are added. From the tabs you will find the option params. Now I like this option personally because it lists out to all the parameters which have it has found inside the web application. Okay, so now here we have only one domain, so you can see here we have option for only one domain. But if you have a multiple domain, you can select it from here. Okay, so as we have only one option, we will be selecting this domain, and you can see these are all the different type of parameters which are found by spidering the web application. There are different types. The form, I think these form types are for the post request. Okay, and you will find different type of types like URL header. URL is for the get request. So you can find we have got different type of URL parameters. Okay, artist, get, file, p, pic, and so on. So what I will do, I will test one of these parameter. Let me test for the this one, which is p. So if you click on this one and right click and select the search, what it will do, it will show you the get request which contains this parameter. Okay, so I want to test this parameter for the accesses. So I want to uh, inject to my payload inside the parameter. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply right click, and I will send this request to the editor. So this is the editor. Okay, and I will simply replace the value of the parameter p, and let me type here Batman. Okay, and click on send. So as you can see, inside the response are uh, value which is the Batman is reflecting inside the response. Okay, now here the response is not a big one. Okay, so you can easily find out the uh, your payload reflecting inside the response. But let us consider that there is a big response, and you want to find your payload. So you can find it easily by simply right click here, and you will find the second option, that is find. You can simply find your payload, that is Batman, and click on find, and it will highlight the payload. Okay, so what I will do, I know that my payload is getting uh, executed, it's getting on the response side. So what I will do, I will simply inject the XSS script. Okay, alert on script, and I will click on send. So you can see our script is getting executed successfully. Now I want to see this get request on my browser. So I will simply right click and you will find the option open URL in browser. So here are the different type of browsers option available. So my browser is Firefox, and I will click on the Firefox. Let's see our payload is getting executed or not. Yes. So you can see our script payload has been executed successfully, and we have successfully found an XSS vulnerability. So in this way, you can use the spider function, okay, to spider the web application. You can use the params for finding different type of parameters easily. You can you can select different type of domains here. See, you can have there are three type of domains now. Okay, you can simply select the which domains you are focusing on, and you can find the parameters related to that specific domain. Hello everyone, in this lecture we will be looking at the newly added feature to the Zap proxy tool, that is HUD. Now HUD stands for heads up displays, and I must say this is the amazing feature added by the developer community to the Zap proxy tool, and it can totally change the way we used to test the application. Now before moving further, I must say that you have to update your Zap proxy tool to the version 2.8.0 because it is newly introduced to this version. If you don't know how to update your Zap proxy tool to the newly updated version, then you can have a look at the one of the previous video that is on updating OWASP Zap proxy tool on Kali Linux. So moving on further, open your browser, your application, and if you will look at the second line of the option where we have the interception option, at the end you will find these new options which were not available inside the previous version, that is 2.7.0. okay, these functions are only available from 2.8.0 onwards. You will find this radar option here. Okay, it says disable the Zap HUD or the enable. You can disable or enable this function from a feature from here. Okay, so right now it's in enable states, you have to enable it. Okay, and after enabling it, you will find the Mozilla Firefox option here. Simply click on the Mozilla Firefox one, and what it will do, it will open the Mozilla Firefox browser, which is totally inside the control of the Zap application. So you don't have to configure any proxy or anything, or setting up the certificates or such things. I must say that you should have a Java development environment installed on your application. Okay, so once the browser got open, you will find something like this page appears: explore your application with Zap. Okay, open up the new tab, and let me open a website. Okay, so this is the test website. So as the uh, as the HUD function is new, sometimes it might be possible that it doesn't got load. So what you can do, you can simply refresh the page. If you get this pop-up, that means the Zap HUD feature is enabled and it's working fine. Okay, so you will get two options here: check the HUD tutorial, or you can continue to your target. So right now we are already on the tutorial mode, so we will be clicking on continue to our target. You can also select the don't show this screen again. Okay, so let me click on the continue to your target, and if you will notice that you have got the options which are the similar options which are available on the application on your browser. Okay, so you can see here and at this edge also. Okay, so what are these options? These options look similar to the cockpit options, right? This side we got the option for adding a domain to the scope, or excluding it from the scope, for the interception, which is called the break option inside the Zap proxy tool. Also we got the alerts. You will find the high alerts, medium alerts, low alerts, and information based alerts. On this side you will find the different sites we have visited on the browser. Okay, you can find the spider option, active scan option. Okay, different type of attack modes which are available on the application. Now what this feature does, that you don't have to uh, again and again switch to browser and application, again application to browser to uh, activate this option, or activate the interception option. You can simply do on your browser. Okay, let me show you an example. If I will search hello, okay, a new page will get loaded with the search hello. Okay, now it will take a time to load. Okay, not much time, depend on the speed of your internet. So you can find the alerts here. So it does not have any error on this page. Let me go back. Sorry, I mean, for error I mean to say the alerts. Okay, so on this page it has generated alerts which are low, three low alerts, and one is the medium. If you will click on the alert, you will find what kind of alerts has been produced. On based on the alerts, you can further go for finding that vulnerability. Okay, if you click on the alert generated, you will find the which domains it contains the alert. Okay, similarly, if I will open the another website, let me open the google.com. Okay, so our Google search bar has been loaded, and I'm waiting for the options to get available for me. Now this totally depends on the internet speed, so you can understand what I'm saying. So you can see uh, different alerts has been generated for this page. Okay, that is 6 alert has been generated for the low, and that's for the google.com domain. Okay, and if you will look at the right side option, okay, you will find the sites tree. Under this sites you will find all the domains we have visited inside this browser. Okay, so if you want to add this domain to the scope, you can simply click on the first option available here on the left side. So it will ask add current domain to the scope, and you can say edit. Okay, so what it will do, it will simply scan the request from the domain. Okay, now if you want to intercept the request like we used to do uh, in every application. We have to constantly switch on to uh, proxy tool and again switching to the browser. So it can make this process very simple and hassle free. Simply you have to click on the off break and it will on the interception. Now when you will click on the submit button, or suppose you got the form on the website, here we got the search bar. Okay, so I will simply write the test and click on go. What it will do, it will simply intercept our request on the browser, so we don't have to again and again switching to the application and again switching to the browser. So it makes it hassle free for us. We can also change the parameters. You can find the post parameters here. Okay, it says search for test. Let me inject a xss script here. Okay, if you want to forward the request step by step, okay, you can simply click on this step and it will only allow to one request to go further. Again step, it will allow the another one. Okay, and if you want to turn off the interception, you can simply click on the another option here. Let me show you. I think all the request has been over. Let me reload this page. Okay, we send it and you can see the interception is still on here. Okay, you can simply turn off the interception from here also, or you can simply click on the continue and it will turn off the interception and will allow the all the requests to move further. Let me show you. So I am again turning off on the interception and test. Okay, I will select the test, click on it, and you can find the continue option here. You can simply click on the continue and it will allow the rest of the request to get forwarded. So I think this is the amazing feature that is developed by the Zap community, and I think it will make your work very easy